there, friends. It's me, your pal Kelly Nicholas. Welcome to It'll Be Fine, the May Hiatus Repeat Extravaganza. I hope you're doing well. You're in for a treat today. Another throwback is about to go on the laptop there, and I'm going to edit it. So what you're about to watch is going to be about on there. It's magic. It is magic. Getting set up in my little new office nook here, which I'm really digging. I can't wait to show you guys the new kitchen. Come June 1st, we have brand new episodes. But in the meantime, we're just going to throw it back. And while we're doing so, we are offering love, offering attention to FoodShare Toronto. Info on them is in the show description. So guys, get ready. We're going to head on back to 2019 and the start of 2020. It's going to be fun.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Hey friends, it's me, your pal, your bud. I sound dumb saying bud, don't I? Anyways, Kelly Nicholas here. Hey guys, getting ready for today's show. I've got Nicholas Fernandes dropping by the kitchen today, and I am super excited for this because he's damn funny. He's a really cool guy, so I'm excited to spend some time with him. And gosh, for episode number 19, we're going with banana cream pie, don't you know? Who doesn't like a banana cream pie? Oh my gosh, never made a pie before. We're making our own crust for this one. It's gonna be fine. It's going to be bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. To help me whip up a banana cream pie.
I know. Ooh. This is so exciting.
Wow.
So exciting. I probably only had 2 of those in my life.
I've had it a couple of times. I am a fan. I am a fan. And we're going to one of my favorites, guys, the Comfort Diner cookbook. Comfort Diner, of course, is in New York City. It is still there. Go visit. It's got some of the best comfort food eats you can get. And for this, now you can take an easy route and just buy a pre-made pie crust and stuff the filling in this. That's fine. That's totally fine. But we're gonna live on the edge today.
Yeah.
And guys, we're gonna make the pie crust. What?
I wasn't nervous, but now I am. Yes and no. I mean, I do live part of the time with my grandmother on my Italian side, my nonna, and
cool.
she is a huge baker. She loves baking, and so I've assisted,
Amazing.
but I've never like done it myself.
I seem to book people who are taller than me for this show.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to stand back, so like the forced perspective.
I've already started shrinking.
You know what's hilarious is like we take this picture with my nonna. She's like, I think at this point she's got to be 4'11" or something like that, right?
Okay.
She was 5'3" at one point. But she and we take this picture with like me and my sister, and then she's in the middle, and then just every year like we get taller, she gets shorter, so it's just the differential just keeps changing.
I feel it. I feel what your nonna's feeling, man. I'm with you there, Nonna. What's your name?
Adornata.
Everyone
calls her Nata.
Nonna.
Yeah, Nonna Nata is what
Nonna
people
Nata.
like. Yeah,
I like that.
She's good. Awesome. It's got a nice little ring to it.
Indeed.
Alliteration almost. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So for our ingredients for the pie crust, do you want to do a little Vanna White action for me here?
Sure.
So yeah, we'll use the bags to show. So you're going to need some all-purpose baking flour. We're going with Robin Hood, my fave. For the pie crust, you're just going to need 1 egg, a room temp. We are going to need some sugar. We are going with granulated. Ta-da! And we are going to need just a pinch of salt. So of course, we are using the biggest box of salt I could possibly own. We go.
From Windsor, the castle.
Yeah, Kyle Petrila. Kyle Petrila in our halva episode brought me that. I don't know where that's huge.
Yeah.
It's a large. If you need salt, just write me. I'll send you some.
Here's the thing, like you say it's huge, but like this looks fine to me.
Yeah.
Because,
well, you're taller.
Well, no, it's just because of the family I come from. We host everything.
Yeah.
You name an event in the year that involves family.
So you've got a lot of salt?
We have a lot of everything. Like
Nice.
we buy stuff in bulk. A lot of Costco. Because like, you know, just by nature of the fact that we have the house that can accommodate people, and like, you know, I've been bartending since I was 6 or 7 years old. Like like in my family, I learned how to make a killer Caesar at like 7. And I would ask people, it's like, how much Worcestershire you want in it? You know, do you enjoy?
My dad would get along with you.
Yeah. How spicy do you want?
My dad likes a drink.
Oh.
Did my dad teach you? Was it my dad? You're going to need a stick of butter, and in most cases, when you're baking, you're going to want your butter to be at room temperature. In this case, make sure it's cold.
Yes.
So you've just taken it out of the fridge. And then what we're going to be doing is just cutting it into little cubes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's...
Don't some people grate it? I watch a lot of food videos. I know when you're making puff pastry, you want to grate and or pebble your butter.
There we go. For our next puff pastry episode, we'll remember that.
I used to be fat. Yeah, I don't know if you could tell, but I watch food videos, living vicariously through people.
It is all good.
Yeah,
it is all good. Yeah. For this case, though, we're just going to chop it into cubes.
Yes.
You know, do that. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to get this set up, and we're going to make step 1 of the banana cream pie, making the pie crust. So excited.
I am pumped.
It's going to be good. It's going to be bananas.
I'm so excited that it might also look like I'm like playing a camera.
Nicholas is over here. Just pan over. He's cutting some butter. If you need your butter cubed, call Nicholas. He's available. All right. So what we are going to use for this is the KitchenAid. It's going to make an appearance. You are not going to put this in a food processor. It says that in the directions. I wouldn't have even thought of that personally. But what you're going to do is take...
You use your food processor for a puff pastry. That's why they mentioned
He's all about puff pastry, guys.
I watched...
Should have brought you in for a puff pastry episode. So,
that would have been, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what you're going to do is take 2.5 cups of flour, all-purpose. Please and thank you. I'm going to stick that in there. Then what we are going to do is take a 1/2 cup of sugar, granulated. The recipe doesn't actually say granulated, but we're just going to assume, which generally makes an ass out of you and me. Butter's done. Ta-da! Great. Leave that there for a sec. And then, using your best judgment, a pinch of salt, please.
Okay.
See what we get.
That is too much.
There we go.
And
a pinch. A pinch. There we go.
And now you awkwardly watch Nick try and get it back in the container. You do your thing. I'm just going to be in the background. This will be a nice little
licking
Easter
some
egg.
salt.
Just trying to...
Ta-da. And what we're going to do is set this up onto the KitchenAid. So 3, 2, pan down here. So this is what we've got in the bowl happening right now. And I was just saying to Nicholas, like, to me it seems a bit too crumbly. So you think we're going to be okay?
I don't know, because what's the next... Are we supposed to work it? Or
So yeah, so what we're going to be doing is taking this onto our floured wax paper. I'll just show you guys kind of... you can't really see in the shot. But trust me, it's there. But yeah. So do you think we should add maybe...
No, since we're resting it, like I bake bread sometimes. So when you do bread, like you want to let like the gluten and everything form and the moisture to get into the flour. So I think that's why we're resting it.
Okay.
Because they did say like sand, right?
Yeah, it does say to have a crumbly sand texture, which is definitely what this is.
Yeah.
Like sands through the hourglass.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. All right.
Perfect.
So what we're going to do is put this onto our sheet. So we're going to plunk this down. And we're going to divide it in half.
something.
We're talking about sad movies, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the saddest movie you've ever seen?
Ooh, saddest movie.
Philadelphia for me.
Like the movie I felt saddest watching, or like the saddest movie?
The movie that just like broke you. For me, definitely Tom Hanks' Philadelphia. Like from the moment that opening soundtrack starts.
Yeah, I know I still have to watch it, but that was before my time. So
it's a great film.
Yeah,
I've
heard really good things.
Yeah.
And that it changed the entire culture of the country, right? It made people look at AIDS in a completely different way, right?
It did.
I think of the right one, right? That's the one where
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
us, yeah.
It's a phenomenal film, guys,
Yeah.
and fantastic soundtrack.
For me, like the
Just
saddest movie like that I like that's sad.
Saddiest.
The saddiest.
The saddiest.
The saddiest movie. That sounds like an award. And the saddiest goes to Schindler's List.
Yeah.
No, I think similar to that was The Pianist.
Oh
That
yeah.
was a really good one. Adrian
Yeah.
Brody at his best. And then, but the one that made me cry the hardest was Marley and Me.
Ah, I've not seen that.
But it'll break you. It'll break you.
It's
Well,
animals.
especially if you have a dog,
I
right?
know.
Because the whole movie's like you see his whole life, right?
Mm.
And then the moment that at the end, spoiler alert, the dog dies.
The dog dies.
And then they have to but they have to put it down. It's a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hey, you brought up the subject. Saddest movie. Anyways, it was very sad.
That's all.
Very sad.
Not sad though, guys. This pie crust.
Yeah.
Look what we
figured
did,
it out.
friends.
Yeah.
Look. So we flipped over the paper that it was on, and you're just gonna pull this up gently, gently. And if it kind of falls apart, not to worry. Just we're gonna fix it. But that's pretty damn good, man.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
if you
mean, a
just
good
wanna
pie
take these
crust is
bits-
crumbly, so you want to.
Yeah. So we're just
gonna
gonna
push
patch
that in
this together. And then what's gonna happen with this is that it's gonna go into the fridge for about 30 minutes. And then we're gonna be back and we're gonna start assembling the banana cream whip fun time. That's what it's called.
Banana cream whip fun time. It's actually the name of this episode, Banana Cream Whip Fun Time. It's actually going to be the name of my firstborn. I'm gonna name my firstborn son Banana Whipped Cream Fun Time.
No, Rick's gonna be like, what?
Yeah, he'll have to live up to it. He'll have to live up to that name.
That'll be a name you're gonna have to live up to.
Yeah, it's like
So,
naming someone Striker or Blaze. Like you have
Blaze
to.
is a good name.
Yeah, it's a good name. But it depends how you spell it. Like if it's Blaise, I'm on board. Like because it's kind of French.
I would have gone like Blaze, like Blaze.
That one's harder though
Blaze.
because like that's what that kid's gonna
I
get
hope
bullied.
that kid's
like
gonna be a doctor.
Blaze. Blaze Zeminik. Zeminicus. Zeminicus.
Yeah.
That would be a name to live up to. Yeah.
Rust is resting in the fridge comfortably. It's making friends with everyone else in my fridge.
We tucked her in.
Yeah, we tucked her in nicely. The oven is set. You're gonna want to set your oven because, of course, you're gonna have to bake the pie crust before we put the filling in. Set your oven to 350. It's gonna need about 25 minutes. And so once we put it in the oven, then we're gonna assemble the yummy filling. And here's what you're gonna need, friends. You're going to need 3 bananas. 3. You're going to need milk. I made the call to go with oat milk because it's delicious. Have you had oat milk?
I love oat milk.
It's so good.
I love almond milk. I love oat milk. I do not like soy milk.
I'm not a big fan of soy,
cannot
but I dig this one.
Oat milk is
really good.
It's almost creamier than regular milk, which is weird.
Yeah.
It almost tastes like whole milk.
Exactly, because for me, cow's milk gives me headaches, but this does the trick.
For me, cow's milk gives me intense diarrhea. Very lactose
Which is
intolerant.
not fine. Which is not fine.
Yeah.
You're going to need some salt. You're going to need the granulated sugar. We got to bring back the all-purpose bacon flour from Robin Hood. Ta-da! You're going to need 1.5 cups of water. So that's on tap. We got that going. That's good.
Yeah, we got a good keg of water.
Yeah. For the very end, you're going to need some whipped cream. And we made the pie crust, so fuck it. I bought a can of whipped cream. Whatevs. Whip your own if you'd like. We've done it on the show before. Yeah. But shit, we made the pie crust. So we're gonna tap out on the whipped cream.
Oh
Just
my
use
God.
the can.
You know that reminds me of. You remember in?
Do you ever do it in your mouth?
Oh
as a
yeah,
kid?
of course.
So good.
You remember Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah.
When they were like they were making whipped cream and they drove past it and they were just whipping a cow. It's like, what are you doing? Making whipped cream. And then it's such a great joke that they just blow by. Like they drop that in your lap and then they're just like, it's just an Oompa Loompa violently whipping a cow. And they're like, all right, next joke, like next scene, and they're like, oh, you're not gonna sit in that for a second? It was so great.
Good. The other thing you're gonna need, I'll just pan down here for a sec. You're gonna need some egg yolks. You're gonna need 6 of them. The egg whites I've just put in the fridge. Maybe I'll make an omelet for dinner. No. An egg white omelet.
Yeah. Some spinach in there.
You make some meringue if you wanted. Yeah. But yeah, you need the egg yolks, which you're gonna add one at a time. Damn it. I hate those instructions. Once again, though, we're using one of my fave cookbooks, The Comfort Diner, in New York City. Have you been to New York?
I have, twice. No,
I love New York.
Twice.
Yeah.
I went once, no, twice. I went once with my family, and we did like the touristy stuff.
Yeah.
The second time, I got flown out to interview at Goldman Sachs, which is a devilish corporation, but I wanted a job there because I wanted the money.
How did the interview go?
Not great because I'm here. Actually, the interview went fine. I just wasn't qualified enough for the job. I didn't have enough. They asked me questions. They're like,
"Did you fly down first class?"
I did. I was not.
What was it like?
I was not supposed to.
Tell.
I was supposed to fly economy, right?
Yeah.
But then I got to the airport. I was supposed to fly out at 4:00, right? Okay. And so I got to the airport at 1:45 because I'm like a conscientious person.
That's first class time.
Yeah, and then so I got there at 1:45, and then I got at 2:00. My flight was canceled.
Oh.
So then they put me on a 5:30, which was subsequently canceled, and then finally there was a flight at 8:00. No, sorry, 8:30.
Yeah.
And the only seat left was in business class. And so I got upgraded, and then I spent the next 6 hours or whatever it was at that point, 6 hours in the first class lounge, drinking copious amounts of Johnny Walker Black while watching Altered Carbon on Netflix. I mowed through most of the season of Altered Carbon, which is a great show, and highly recommend.
That's so
drinking
funny.
scotch while.
If I can recommend a Netflix show, Hip Hop Evolution, which I worked on.
Oh yeah, you were doing the closed captioning, right?
I've got this funky little side hustle called transcribing, and I transcribed some episodes of that show.
I remember watching your statuses, like seeing your statuses about it. It's like, I'm learning all these new words. And it was so fun.
My Google search history was great.
Oh my gosh.
Because at the time I was working on it, I was transcribing that show and a Hitler documentary. So I was constantly clearing my search history.
Schoolboy Q, Himmler.
Yeah, it was a lot of like Sir Mix-a-Lot or like Shake Your Rumpa and, Auschwitz. Like, it was a weird mix of things. Very, very strange.
Good.
Anyhow. Okay, guys. Get over here. We did it. Oh. The fuck was that? What was that?
We were just about to get into it, too.
We were all excited. The camera was like, fuck this. All right. So let's show the friends. This is very hot, just out of the oven. But look at that pie.
It looks beautiful.
It really does.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It really came together.
It really did. And what we're going to do now is take these beautiful bananas. So I'm just going to switch spots with you.
Sure.
And just going to put these
in there
into this guy. So let's get to layering.
Yeah.
Let's do it. If you're using your fingers, guys, wash your hands.
Yes.
Please and thank you.
And if you're going to say, he didn't wash his hands, he has his ring on. I washed my hands and then put it back on.
Yeah. That's how we roll. So we're just saying, just zoom up here. This is not so much like banana cream but it's banana cream pie because we've got the bananas going down. We've got the cream on the stovetop.
And I didn't know that until I came here today.
There you go. The more you know. All right. So what's the... Oh, shit.
It happened again, Mom!
Yeah. Beautiful custard.
Oh, I was about to grab it with my hand.
Oh,
1 second.
yeah, don't do that.
Let me just tilt this toward camera so we can see how beautiful it is.
Custard, banana pie. Now we're going to mix them. All right. So, what we're going to do, I believe, is just pour this puppy. Look at that. Got the tulips in the shot there. Gotta buy yourself tulips, guys. It's a good thing to do. Do you buy yourself flowers, Nick?
No, I'm not much of a flower person.
That's fair.
When I was with my ex, I never bought her flowers.
What?
I don't believe in cut flowers. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
I would buy her potted plants.
Okay.
Like
That's fair.
she had a thing for orchids, so
Yes.
I would pretty regularly get her an orchid.
Nice.
Or a nice little hydrangea or things like that, like the little ones.
Yeah.
And then it's nice because then I think that's better because then as they take care of it, they think of you.
Yes.
Right? Like every time you
Yes.
water it, you're like, oh, Nick got me this nice thing, right? I was a good boyfriend, I'll say that.
This looks awesome. You're a good pie maker, buddy. I got a
This
thumbs
looks
up
great.
more for
This
this.
looks great.
So let's just scooch back up here for a sec. So now this is going to go into the fridge for what? Half an hour, 35 minutes?
Just until it sets, right?
So we're going to go get some dinner.
Yeah, that sounds
And
good.
we're going to eat some pie. Go get the whipped cream ready.
Yes.
It's going to be good.
Oh my God.
Hey guys. We
Hi.
did it. High fives.
We had sandwiches.
We did. We went for dinner. Subway. Eat
Yeah.
fresh. Today's unofficial sponsor.
I even got chips, and I never get chips. You got chips, and
I got chips and I got a foot long, and I never get a foot long. I thought I said 6-inch, but
I mean, it might not have heard you, but like I usually get a foot long, but no chips. But then I sprang for the chips, and they were delicious.
they were. You know what else is delicious, guys? Pie. We did it. Homemade crust and everything. Oh, of course we used the Comfort Diner cookbook from good old New York City, the banana cream pie recipe and the pie crust recipe.
It looks delicious. I'll say that.
We added some whipped cream to the top. Shall we get ready? I can't fucking wait.
Yeah, let's go.
We gotta do this.
Let's go in. Oh, we done it good.
Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps. This feels like a hug from a best friend.
Oh my God. You know what's the great part is?
I'm gonna tear up. This pie crust is fucking awesome.
Pie crust is great, nice and flaky.
Oh, good call it. We added an extra egg white because genius here.
I watch a lot of food shows.
Yeah.
So not because
man.
I'm skilled or anything like that. I just steal from the greats. And you know what? It's not too sweet.
No, it's just perfect.
Because you don't
I
when you
just
have
want to
pastries
cuddle up with this and just go to bed.
A lot of pastries can get overly sweet.
Yeah.
And then it starts to almost hurt your teeth. You know when you have that that dry sensation on the back of your mouth?
Oh, guys, I'm
great.
literally getting goosebumps. This is so fucking good.
This is really good.
Oh man. Can you marry a cookbook? I might just marry a cookbook. Thank you so much for coming today.
No problem.
Oh my God. When by the way, do you have any gigs coming up in March that folks should, or socials, people should check you out?
Nothing in March that's notable. However, do stay tuned for May. I got something big coming out in May. I'm not allowed to talk about it at the moment. But it's follow me on Instagram at Nick Fernandes Comedy. I post all my gigs and stuff there. I also have a podcast called Outside the Party.
Nice.
It's on all the platforms. It's great, and I'll probably have you on by the time this comes out.
Yeah, and we should probably start selling these pies at our shows.
We should probably sync up our release dates as well. Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
Man,
Oh
today,
my God.
we've made some coffee. We're going to get in and watch The Masked Singer.
My goodness.
By the way, Bad Waitress, fantastic diner in Minneapolis.
It's great.
Gotta go check it out.
It's really good.
Thanks for joining us, guys. It's been episode 19. This was fine.
One last thing. If you are following along this recipe, it says large egg. It means large.
Yeah.
So get an obscenely large egg. Yeah.
Not like ostrich, but a big egg.
Yeah.
It'll help. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.